This week also I'm going to be talking about Foo Fighters by Foo Fighters. Well, at that time it was the Foo Fighter because it was just Dave Grohl. So yeah, this is the album he recorded soon after Nirvana broke up. And I think most of these songs he'd written while he was in Nirvana. And they're very grungy sounding. This is definitely Foo Fighters' most grungy album. They never really sounded like this afterwards for me. But I really like it. This is so far probably my favourite Foo Fighters album. And I just love how rough and kind of underproduced it sounds. It sounds like it was done very quickly. I'm not sure if it was or not, but it sounds very like that. Like some of these songs, the guitar tone is very questionable, but I kind of like it because of that. Like, it sounds like he hasn't given it much thought, the guitar tone, which I kind of like because there's so much emphasis and then on the actual songs in themselves, like the melodies and the lyrics, which I really like because I think these are all really well written and just really like good and creative songs. And it doesn't rely on production, it's just completely about the melodies, and there's some really good melodies. Like, when I went into the album, I knew this is cool, I'll stick around, Alone, Easy Target. But then there were the three I thought I knew, but then on listening back to it, I thought, well, I do actually know most of these songs. Because the melodies, they just, once you hear them once, they stay in your mind, and then you listen to them back and you're like, oh yeah, I do recognise that. Because they're just so catchy. Like, the floaty and the Good Grief melodies really just kind of blew me away, to be honest. Just because I don't know, I just love how underproduced this album is. So yeah, my first impressions of the album on listening to the whole thing, I obviously knew like the first kind of tracks 1, 2, and 4. Big Me was another one that I didn't think I knew it, but when I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is a really good melody. I remember this. So that was Big Me, and it's just honestly like really, really cool listening back to it and then going, oh yeah, I know those songs. So yeah, for that reason, it's a very good album to listen to all the way because it's just, good melody after good melody after good melody. And Exhausted is a great finishing track as well. The guitar sounds so like moody and atmospheric. Like, I can't describe it. It's very simple, but the guitar tone, it has so much emotion in it. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite albums I've reviewed so far because it's kind of more of a grunge album than anything else they've done. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a very solid 9 out of 10. Well done, Dave Grohl.